you know, sometimes you're right about shit. That's how it is.
Yeah.
But I'm not so attached to it that it's my. I don't make it a point in the relationship to constantly, I'm always right. It's more like, oh, I guess right again.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
It's like, it's different than me being attached to being right.
It just happens that you are right.
Yes, exactly. And that's good, but it's like, it's the reason I am.
It's not the motive though behind it,
No, it's not. Yeah, and it's also like the reason I am right is because I'm willing to admit that I'm wrong. That's a big thing. It's like, if you really want to be right all the time,
you'll find a way to be right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that, and also like
in your own delusional way.
You shouldn't be trying for that. But it's like if you are willing to admit you're wrong, there's odds are when you learn from it, there's less times you're going to be wrong. Yeah. But that's why, like, from this point of view, when I am wrong about something or new information is presented to me, I am conscious of it and I absorb it as best I can. So it let me put it this way. By being able to admit you're wrong, you increase your chances of being right. In terms of, like, just in general, Because if you soak in as much information that you can and you're willing to divorce yourself from your feelings, you're acknowledging the truth and factual information.
Yeah.
So when someone comes at you with the same argument that you once had, you're like, actually, that's wrong because of this. And I thought that way too, but I learned. Someone called me out, and I'm trying to help you by telling you why maybe what you're thinking isn't all that correct.
And to add on to that, I am a person that I'm very much conditioned to be a people pleaser, and it's very hard for me to say no at times, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
so this is something I've been trying to develop and get better at over years, but it has been a big struggle of mine, right? And like I remember I was just outside like on moving day, right? And like I saw like my group of friends came over and we were talking, and like she said like, oh yeah, I was supposed to live on the 3rd floor of this building like you were, but this floor is all freshmen and all boys. And so I was like, oh man, I don't know if I really want to say anything, like I don't really want to like it's really weird. Like I don't want to offer a new perspective and challenge them to make them wrong. Like I want to allow them to be right for the sake of their own comfort, but I know the truth. Like I know this floor is all freshmen and all boys, right? But she was a girl and said she was going to live on this floor, but that's not the truth, right? And that's a very minuscule example, right? But I did offer it, and I did say, I was like, actually, it's it's all boys and it's all freshmen, so that's not possible, right? And this is something that this type of example is something that has occurred throughout my life, right? And in the sense that I don't offer that new perspective, right? Yeah. And oftentimes than not, I don't. And partially that's just because I don't want to put in the effort or just be like, oh, whatever, bro. I don't care enough to say something. But when it is a circumstance where I really should say something and care because it would help that person get a better understanding, right? It would help them. And regardless of how I feel, regardless of how it makes me feel, and obviously this is dependent on the situation, but when in regards to this type of circumstance, you should say something, right?
Yeah.
And you should offer that new perspective because if that other person is willing to be wrong, right, and is okay with that, and you're willing to be uncomfortable by offering a new perspective, or maybe you're like Cole and you're completely comfortable with offering a perspective, right? You don't give a shit, right?
Yeah.
There's sides to the spectrum. Like he's on one side, I'm on the complete fucking other, right?